Hello there, so open up your steering wheel's control panel and make sure you got the latest drivers installed. 900 degrees is default and a good setting. For drifting I recommend 720 degrees. For F1 or super sport cars I recommend 360 degrees. This is where you change your steering degree ratio, not inside of the game. To match the in-game wheel you need to have this panel open and adjust the ratio on the fly. Most cars has 900, but for example the Pagani Zonda R has 660. Now for the force feedback, just click default and then increase overall strength of all forces to 100%. So now for the graphic options here, I have some optimization tips. At the bottom you will find reflections, faces per frame, more equals smoother reflection. These are the best settings for both looks and performance in my own opinion. Field of view can also be adjusted in-game via the apps menu, which appears when you drag your mouse right off the screen. Try check disable HDR if you have lag problems. But the most demanding graphic option is anti-aliasing. Put to off for a lot less lag. Also lower the resolution will make the game look a bit more smoother and also less laggy. Vertical sync and frame rate limit should be turned off. Choose your steering wheel and apply preset. Skip this if your wheel is not in the list. Now drag the degrees of rotation all the way to the left. 40 degrees in this case. As I said earlier, this is changed in your wheel's control panel. Just copy my settings, but if you run into problems, you can try the start configuration wizard to the top left. Only some cars support H shifter. Be sure to use H shifter is checked in order for it to work, then just assign the gears accordingly. I recommend having space on your keyboard as the handbrake. The D-pad or arrow buttons on T500 RS steering wheel is currently unbindable, by the way. So for the best force feedback settings for drifting, the only thing you'd want to change to your liking is gain, at least 40% and maximum 65%. Damping makes the wheel heavy and more dense or slow to turn. Filter removes the force feedback spikes. Increasing it makes the car harder to control. For racing, I recommend turning up the damping to about 10 or 20%. Also make sure brake gamma is set to 1. And don't forget to save your presets at the bottom. Now to demonstrate my force feedback drift settings. Watch how fast the wheel countersteers by itself. I just let it go. The downside to having damping effect off, making the wheel react fast, is that it then jerks and bounces around if you let go of it, like when I'm demonstrating. You get used to it though. This can be removed by increasing damping, but then again damping makes the wheel heavy and more dense or slow to turn, which can be good for racing, as it is a little harder to lose control when your steering wheel is not bouncing around while you floor it with 750 horsepower to your back wheels, for example.